With God, you are never alone, thanks to Jesus and His Holy Spirit. Top of the morning to you. When we read Psalm 137 with the eyes of love and a firm determination to get to know our God better, we get a glimpse of a heart-wrenching pain the Israelites went through while held in captivity by the Babylonians in Egypt. They would sit next to the Euphrates and Tigris River and reminisce about Zion. They became homesick as they pined away from musing about their former home. So much so, they hung their harps in the willow trees, refusing to play such a joyful instrument in the midst of their great sorrow. Their enemy wasn't satisfied, though. They wanted to inflict some more sorrow by making the Israelites play joyful songs from their homeland, knowing that this would do damage psychologically and morale-wise. Verse 4 says, "How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget you, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget its skill with the harp." In other words, if we're going to be in prison long enough for me to forget what home was like, then I would rather forget how to play at all. In fact, verse 6 proclaims, "Let my tongue cleave to my mouth if I forget Jerusalem," making him unable to sing the joyful songs the captives forced upon them. The Israelites got lost in their souls so bad they couldn't imagine praising God and thanking Him for their current circumstances as prisoners. How many of us get so depressed and lost in our sorrow that we don't want to have anything to do with joyful music? We just feed ourselves what our soul craves, down depressing music that expresses how we feel. We do have another better option, though, when we find ourselves in those circumstances. Psalm 30, verse 4 through 5 says, "To remember our God's holy name, His power and authority. For His anger is but for a moment, His favor is for life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." Verse 10, "Hear, O Lord, and have mercy on me. Lord, be my helper. Turn my mourning into dancing. You have put off my sackcloth and clothed me with gladness." We also have this promise from Jesus in John 16:24. "Ask and you will receive, that your joy may be full." Plus we have Holy Spirit who gives us joy as one of the fruits of the Spirit, Galatians 5:22. And here's a not so popular way of looking at trouble, but it's effective, James 1:2. "Count it all joy when you fall into various trials." So the word of encouragement today, it's no fun being homesick. On the reality series called Alone, when people are dumped out into the wilderness to survive without anyone else around, a lot of the contestants can't make it because they miss their families and homes. When we, God's children, find ourselves seemingly alone, we have the Holy Spirit in us who is our helper. We just call on Him to enable us to practice James 1:2, "Count it all joy in the midst of various trials or life challenges." It takes a special mindset to go there, but the joy we find as a result is well worth the struggle. Have a great day.